How's it going, everybody? We have the early blog access for you today, and this guy is above me for a reason. It looks like he might be getting a cool costume. I just kind of perused the blog. I didn't actually read it, so hopefully I'm not lying here. We're going to find out together real quick. So this blog is called Dine in Decadence, Deal in Destruction. Here's your battle plan for August 23rd through the 29th. August 25th, we got the Azazel Battle Pass coming, the Broken King Week 4, Danger Room featuring Hellfire Club. It does seem like every team is going to be getting their own Danger Room, which is pretty cool. We got Odin Heist, like Super Skrull Heist, like Mephisto. So we'll see what that's going to be about. August 29th, we got the Sebastian Shaw leaderboard event. So leaderboard event followed by leaderboard event. That's interesting. We got a Hellfire Dimension. So we got Hellfire Danger Room, Hellfire Dimension, and of course, you're going to get more value for building your Hellfire team in the current Annihilation raids. You get a paltry, like it's a very small amount of extra gear tier 20 for using them on difficulty 9 for the normal Annihilation raids. We'll see what's going to happen with the Omega raids. Hopefully there's going to be a substantial jump in gear tier 20 for the Omega raids that'll make the daily use of the Hellfire Club feel a lot better. Although, you know, the pieces of that team are seeing use in other game modes right now, which is interesting, especially that Emma Frost OG character. Anyway, keep an eye out for inbox messages alerting you to character availability. Accursed is going to bumps. Accursed Red Stars. So this, to be clear, this is probably a curse not named Azazel, right? They probably should have clarified that. Accursed Red Stars and Diamond promotions added to the Antimatter store, replacing Vigilante promotions, which enter the Elite store. So finally, the Vigilante team will be available through direct promotions starting next week. It's normally Wednesday, I think they make those swaps. Thunderbolt availability. Victoria Hand to the Blitz store and Orb. Thank God, I'll get her max right away. Hyperion to Spotlight Raid Orb, replacing Hitmonkey who goes to the War store. Songbird remains in the Battle World store. Developer notes. Uh-oh, here we go. Previously, the Battle World store featured characters prior to their full availability as an additional store offering for players who already have enough T3 Ice crystals. These character shards were intended as a reward exclusive to Battle World, but with the recent update, where character shard costs were converted to shop credits, these offerings are no longer reward specific to Battle World. As such, the Battle World store will no longer feature characters prior to their earnability, but you can continue to obtain these character shards via the Antimatter store as well as from the Ultimate store and Ultra store. Both recently had their costs converted to shop credits. As part of our continuing effort to consolidate the numerous stores and simplify the shop experience, more shop changes will arrive in the coming months. You may have noticed a reduction in shop credit prices for character shards and gear in many stores with the recent update. This was a change that lowered prices, so there are now uniform shop credit prices for the same items across those stores. We plan to eventually reduce the number of store tabs and reorganize current offerings by category, and in the process, most of the existing store tabs will be removed, including the Battle World store. So they will be removing the Battle World store. We'll announce more details in the future once these details are finalized. Okay, this is a negative change. There's no other way to look at it, right? There was a game mode that gave game mode specific currencies, and that store was a somewhat premium store because it gave access to the newest characters earlier than that like 4 to 6 month mark where characters become farmable in the various locations. Them taking that away does just mean we're getting less shards for characters through that method. Whether they will rebalance that by putting more character shards in the initial releases or in the passes or in little events they have here and there as time goes on, that remains to be seen. But of course, we shouldn't rely on that, and we shouldn't really give the benefit of the doubt in that regard because they're not saying they're going to do that. So this is just a negative thing for sure. This is what I kind of expected to happen when they said that the Battle World credits were going to be getting turned into shop credits. But then we kept the characters in the Battle World store, and I was like, oh, you know, maybe they're still going to use this as like a premium place where we can get character shards earlier, but we still have to use our shop credits for it. So maybe this is where like end game players will find the value for their shop credits. I guess not. There's no other way to cover this. It's bad. Okay, character shards and events. Blastar, 200 total shards in month 1. Azazel, 50 shards in Commander Center week 4, and 50 shards in the Danger Room. Well, that's less fun, right? It should have just been 100 shards at the Command Center, because that's what every free-to-play character releases. And then for the Danger Room, let people earn an additional 50 shards. That gets them close enough to the 4-star. Then maybe they core the orb a little bit, or they use some of their antimatter for them. Let's bring the fun back. We don't got to be this cheap. It should have been 100 shards Command Center. All right, I'm getting grumpy now. Should have been 100 shards Command Center, 50 for the Danger Room, then people could top it up to get their 4-star free-to-play unlocks. Come on now, let's be cool for once. All right, the Broken King earned 200 Blast Star shards. The quest to power up Blast Star during the Broken King blazes on with Week 4. Broken King Week 4. Fresh from the Brimstone Dimension are Azazel character shards available during Week 4's Command Center. So we're spending campaign energy. It's probably going to be like spend 10. Play raid battles. Use Hellfire Club in raids and Crucible. It won't be very hard. You're probably not going to have to use them at the highest level. Rewards, Azazel Shards, Antimatter, and the Black King item. Premium objectives will be Blitz with Sebastian Shaw. Premium rewards are going to be Azazel Diamond Orb Fragments. Sebastian Shaw Diamond Leaderboard event. Before the Black King with diamonds, reinforce the Black King with diamonds during this upcoming leaderboard event. This will be a shorter 3-day leaderboard. Whoa! So be sure to pay close attention to these details. Start date is going to be the 28th. Score points. Spend campaign energy. Earn Azazel Diamond Orb Fragments, battle in Cosmic Crucible, battle in Raid, play Raid with Sebastian Shaw at various yellow stars, play Raid with Sebastian Shaw at gear tier 20. Ugh, gut punch. I don't have any more mutant gear. Fantastic Four Diamond Orbs, Dark Promotion Credits, Dark Diamond Credits, and Armory 20 Orb Fragments. So notice here that this is a leaderboard. There's going to be diamonds for it. We're not seeing, never mind, leaderboard rewards, diamonds for Sebastian Shaw, and gear tier 20 tech pieces. Oh my god, this is going to be the leaderboard of all leaderboards. So if you did not spend your campaign energy for the current mutant leaderboard, Rachel Summers, maybe you made the good decision, because now you're going to be able to spend all that campaign energy for gear tier 20 tech pieces for the Insidious 6 team. So it's going to depend on what you value more, that Insidious team or the Hellfire members, the various mutant members there, or the other mutant characters in the game that truly do deserve to be gear tier 20. We're talking Apocalypse, we're talking Storm, Old Man Logan. Ooh, if you like the new Secret Warrior, it's going to be Negasonic. Oh, there's a lot of mutants. I think I prefer the mutant gear tier 20 pieces, but that's because I like the PvP modes, right? The Sinister 6, Insidious 6 team looks like they will be good in game modes. I don't think they're going to be as dominating and as any team that is relegated to one of those modes. Just being real. But cool. 3-day leaderboard instead of 7. We'll see how crazy that's going to get. Hellfire Dimension. Strike has received a distress call from a previously unknown pocket dimension. Fury is calling on the Hellfire Club team to lead the charge into this unknown realm and help you bring home important resources. Review the requirements, prepare for battle. Requirements. You'll need a minimum of 5 characters for every node, and non-mythic mutant, so legendary mutant, Old Man Logan, are required for all mission and boss nodes. There are no gear requirements. We are recommending having characters at a minimum of gear tier 17, 4 yellow stars, 3 red stars, and level 5 green ISO 8. Rewards. In exchange for throwing cold water on this fiery dimension, Strike is rewarding commanders with gold, training modules, diamond orbs, purple and blue ISO, crimson, and teal gear. If they don't specify gear tier 20, it's not gear tier 20. But I think people are going to be interested in this portion of things with all the reworks coming next patch. People are like, are we going to be getting extra gold? Are we going to get extra training modules? I guess we're going to find out how rewarding the Hellfire dimension is going to be. There wasn't a super big reward for the Fallen Dimension with the Vigilante team last week, but it was still it was a little bit. I think it was like 3 million gold total, maybe 4 million gold with a bunch of training modules. So I still think it is worth doing, especially if it's the easy version, which it does appear it's the easy version. A portal to the Hellfire Dimension opens up on August 28th at 2 p.m., so gear up your forces for this big mission. Danger Room Hellfire Edition. Professor Xavier is throwing a dinner party in the Danger Room. Your Hellfire Club squad is cordially invited to lead the charge in this roguelike game mode that'll test your commander savvy. This run will feature Azazel character shards, and we talked about that in the mission rewards, and after reaching milestone 8, you'll have 50 total. Make sure you step into the Danger Room when it opens for its next run on August 25th. That's pretty soon. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so hopefully there'll be gear tier 20 here. At least, right? Because, I mean, in the Fantastic Four Danger Room, there was gear tier 20 orbs at the very last milestone, I think. So hopefully that'll be the case, and the Azazel shards are just going to be really easy to get. Odin Heist. Earn Odin's costume. Yes, so there is going to be a costume. Summon your courage and ready your warriors for an Asgardian trial awaits, offering a grand costume for Odin. Heroes of level 95 and above are invited to step into the halls of Dark Dimension 8 or unleash Odin in battle to complete this quest. Okay, so it's gonna be free if you already have Odin. How to score points. Conquer Dark Dimension 8. If you haven't unlocked Odin, complete Dark Dimension 8 missions to earn points towards the Odin Heist milestone. You'll earn points during your first run or timed run. And don't worry if you've already started Dark Dimension 8, the later missions reward more points to make up for the previous ones, so there's no need to restart. Here's the thing about this. They should have waited until Insidious 6 came out. Because there's some players that don't want to build up city villains just yet with the Insidious characters coming. They should have just waited till next patch for this, but it is what it is. Blitz Sim with Odin. Already unlocked Odin. There's no need to complete Dark Dimension 8 again. Just use your 7 Yellow Star Odin and a Blitz Sim to hit the milestones and earn the rewards. Smite the enemies in battle to secure Odin's golden costume. For fuck's sakes. Along with Dark Diamond credits, Dark Motion credits, and more. We're getting a lot of free stuff. Milestones will also reward 2 diamonds and 7 reds. I'm sorry. It's just the golden chroma skins are so gross. This guy is already clad in enough gold as it is. But they're just so gross. There's so many different cool Odin skins they could have went for. They could have just left like all of his animations the same and made it like the Thor, when Thor replaced Odin on the throne, right? And just gave him the staff still and made him just keep doing it. Like, there's so many cool things they could have done with the costumes, and they're going to do a stupid-ass golden costume. Anyway. Milestones will also reward 2 diamond and 7 red stars for these characters. So 2 diamonds and 7 red stars for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24 characters total. That's awesome. So, is there any of the reroute characters come in? Not really, right? Some of the Sinister 6 characters for sure. I did see Vulture Shocker, so that's cool. Emma Frost is cool. Did I see Madeline here? Yeah, they gave that away in the last global leaderboard anyway. But here's the thing. Even if these are all dupes for you, the cool part about this is obviously that there are so many reworks coming that if you need to directly promote some of those characters, the dupes from these diamonds will be very helpful. I know for myself, these dupes will be very helpful because I have to do Vigilante up to 3 diamonds when they're available. I still have to do like Yo-Yo Quake for the Secret Warriors. I am not going to do the Infestation characters. So yeah, the duplicates are nice. The event is nice because it's free. So let me jump off my whiny horse over here, okay? It's free. I don't have to equip the costume. I'm gonna get a bunch of diamond duplicates, so I'll get a bunch of direct promo credits I could use on the newer characters, the reworks. Fine. Okay. Can't miss character shard opportunities. Keep an eye out for offers worthy of Odin himself that'll help power up the above characters. Cool. I think some of these are some raid characters that you can get some a lot of value out of as well, so that's good. Don't wait to play. The quest begins on August 25th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Odin Heist won't last long, so make sure you hit all the milestones before this event comes to a close to ensure you earn all these rewards. Costume shop updates and more ways to earn costume credits. Oh, we're getting a giant costume overhaul, are we? Your costume collection is about to get a major boost. Whether you've been eyeing past favorites or want to complete your roster's looks, the updated costume shop and expanded costume availability will help you get there faster. New costume shop rotation. Starting soon, the costume shop will feature a new selection of previously released costumes. Okay, previous released costumes means if you're like a veteran player, you might have all these already, because costumes for the most part were very obtainable, completely free to play. This is, with the exception of a few, like I think the Wolverine diaper costume. Yeah. This is your chance to grab costumes you may have missed, so don't wait. Tip, costumes will rotate out, so collect your favorites first before they disappear from the shop for a while. How to get costume credits. There are now more ways than ever to stock up on costume credits so you can secure the outfits you want. Weekly Command Center, earn enough costume credits each month for up to 2 costumes through rewards. Premium Battle Pass. Complete the premium track of the Battle Pass and you'll have enough costume credits for 1 costume every month. Costume credit orbs. Don't forget that you can use power cores to open the costume credits orb, which grants additional costume credits to help you round out your collection faster. I forgot that was even a thing. The costume shop is located in the right of the squads tab. The costume credits orb can be found by tapping on the orb tab in that shop. So they had to explain it because I guess it's not just me that forgot about that. How do you get costumes? While many previously released costumes will appear in the costume shop rotation, some costumes remain exclusive to special events and game modes, such as the Apocalypse Saga and other unique opportunities. Whenever a costume is only available via an event, game mode, or special source, we'll let you know right here in the blog so you never miss your chance. Expand your collection. With the costume shop rotation, bringing back popular costumes and more costume credits available than ever, there's no better time to add to your costume collection. Take advantage with your must-have costumes appear. Remember that costume credits have a cap, so be sure to spend as many costumes as you can. This is cool. This is great. If you don't have all the costumes, sounds like you're going to have an access to it now, right? Sounds like they are setting up a new costume structure which will be usable, hopefully, for them to add costumes. Fun costumes. Not gold chroma costumes, okay? So, looks like they're laying the groundwork to maybe start leaning into costumes. If costumes become something on the Premium Battle Pass, that might incentivize players to actually get the Battle Pass if they want a new costume that's coming out for that patch. Same with these costume credit orbs. I don't know why you would use power cores on these unless they start putting out new costumes that are actually really sick and interesting. And weekly command center events, I mean, we're going to get other stuff in these events, so you'll probably just be doing this passively anyway. But it does look like they're laying the groundwork to put out new costumes, which is a big W, if they do it. I think skins have been criminally underutilized when it comes to this game. I think they should be putting out, at minimum, 2 costumes. At minimum, 2 costumes every single patch. One for the newest team, and one for, like, a fan favorite character that's getting some love somewhere. Like, maybe we could have had one for Scorpion, and one for Big Time Spider-Man, or one for Yo-Yo, or whatever the case may be, right? And then they can actually monetize on that, and since it doesn't do any sort of in-game differential between the characters, no one can really complain about it, because it's just a luxury cosmetic item at that point. I think they've been criminally unutilized, and it looks like they may be laying the groundwork to get on board finally, so hopefully that is the case. Twitch drops. Don't forget you can score bonus rewards just by watching your favorite Marvel Strike Force streamers. Need help in your account? Check out the previous blog. Let's see, this week is 10,000 antimatter, 2 million gold, 10 ritual summon shards. We like that. Friday free claim is going to be 200 Flame of Tomorrow milestone points. That's the current leaderboard with mutant mini uniques on it. And 5 Azazel shards. All right. Cool blog. We got lots going on. We're going to have a Danger Room. We're going to have a Hellfire dimension. We have the first ever 3-day leaderboard event and some costume shakeups, as well as some newly farmable characters and some Vigilante 2 diamonds. That's a lot of news. That's great. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. We also just released at the exact same time as this video gameplay of the Annihilation difficulty 9 on the playtest. I think it's going to be very interesting. If you don't want to watch it, because you watch this one and you want the long story short, it's really, really easy, and you will not have any problems. And you can skip characters like Moon Knight. You can skip a character like Ghost. You might be able to skip a few Orcus members. The nodes are stupid easy, which I think was the point of raids being a new daily check and kind of making the rest of their team usable in other game modes in the vein of like Azazel to a Curse. Anyway, you can go watch that video if you want to get my full thoughts on it, but it's really easy. All right, guys, take care. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.